Hey, it's me again. I thought I'd come at you with a quick little video today. This is going to be my picks for the top 5 finishers of all time. Now, of all time, it means that I've seen and that I've grown to know and like. And I also judge them on 3 things that are just what I think make a good finisher, which are the look of the move, the impact that the move delivers, and the ability to pull it out of nowhere. Now, a lot of people would think that the last one isn't really a big deal with the finisher, which it's not really, and for most people, like, they would like something more powerful, like a tombstone or outsider's edge, something like that. Now, just personally, when I try to think of things to use as a finishing move, that's one of the things I like. Like, I have nothing wrong with the pedigree. Pedigree is one of the best finishing moves that I think anyone's come up with in WWE. But the only problem with it is that if you're in a heated competition with a guy and you're just on the mic and you guys are just back and forth insulting each other, a pedigree, you have to kick him in the stomach, he bends over, but then you have to throw him under your legs and get both of his arms up and then jump and try to plow him into the ground. Now, they do it on TV. Triple H did it to Shawn Michaels with the reformation of DX in 2002. But I think it's a little too far-fetched to do stuff like that, and they do it quite often, where a guy will just hit another guy with his finishing move out of nowhere, even if it's not really one of those quick moves. So, like I said, personally, that's just something I think is necessary. Power moves are good for power guys, but I do think the better finishing moves can be pulled out of nowhere. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with number 5, Randy Orton's RKO. Now, what I like about the RKO is the fact that he has at a lot of times just bam, pulled it out of nowhere, knocked the guy out, gets up, walks away, and the guy is just on the ground. I also like it. It's not completely original, but it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, Randy Orton took, like, the diamond cutter and made it his own. That's all it really is a cutter. But instead of just grabbing the guy's neck and dropping with him, he elevates himself and crashes down. It makes it look cooler. It makes it look like it brings a bigger impact than just a regular cutter. And like I said, you can be standing in front of someone 1 second, hit him with an RKO the next. The name of it's just Randy Orton's initials. It's like Randall Keith Orton. I always thought RKO stood for something cooler, but yeah, so that's my number 5, the Randall Keith Orton, the RKO. Number 4, the Rock Bottom. Now, the Rock Bottom never before to me seemed like that good of a finishing move, but after people doing it to me for years of just play wrestling, backyard wrestling and stuff, one thing is it hurts. 2, it's got it looks pretty decent. It's not one of those crappy quick finishers or something so complicated to set into. It's just, you just grab the guy, you lift him up as high as you can, and you slam him down to the mat, right on the back of his shoulders, his neck, and his head. It's a good move, and like I said, you can pull that out of nowhere. The guy throws a punch, you duck the punch, give him a rock bottom. You don't even have to do that. You can just hit him, grab him, and give him a rock bottom. It's a quick move, delivers power, looks pretty cool. That's why it lands in number 4. My number 3 is the Angle Slam. Now, I know that it's not, a lot of people don't really, not respect the Angle Slam, but they don't give it as much credit as I think it deserves, because, yeah, it's kind of just like, I'm going to say elevated Samoan drop, but just the way it's done, you lift the guy up as high as you can, get as much air with him as you can, and then you slam him down. Now, when Angle does it in matches, when it's later on, he's usually tired and doesn't look as good. But when you see he's cutting a promo with someone and he just pulls it out, and when he pulls it out of nowhere, which is another reason why I put it on here, it looks amazing. And it looks like it hurts. It looks cool. It looks like it is and deserves to be a finishing move, and that is why it's number 3. Number 2, Sweet Chin Music. The super kick, whatever you want to call it, is prime example. Shelton Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels. Shelton jumps off the ropes. He's flying through the air at Michaels. Out of nowhere, super kick knocks Shelton right out. It looks like it is a powerful knockout kick. It probably, if you were to actually get hit with it in real life, would probably really hurt, break your jaw, and knock you out. And number 3, there's just an example. Find the video from Raw with Triple H and Shawn Michaels backstage. I can't remember what year it was in, but they're backstage and Triple H and Shawn Michaels are talking, and then Shawn flips out, super kicks 3 people in the matter of like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, it was like 30 seconds just walking down a hallway. That was just funny, but like I said, it's got the look, it's got the impact, and you can pull it out of nowhere. It lands number 2. And number 1, obviously one of everyone's favorite finishing moves, the Stone Cold Stunner. Now, any of us who are wrestling fans who have broken the "don't try this at home" thing that WWE and all other wrestling promotions say not to do, we've all given someone or gotten a stunner from someone. We all know it doesn't really hurt that much. But the way that they portrayed it in WWE or WWF at the time, as it's supposed to break your neck, they made it looks cool. You can pull it out of nowhere, which is why I love the stunner as the best move of all time. You talk to someone, you give them a line, kick them in the stomach, stunner. End of story. I think there's quite a few people who agree with me that the stunner is and will always be one of the best finishing moves of all time. And I think that there will not be a move that is as known and liked by the fans as much as the stunner is for at least a couple decades. That's what I think, that's what I believe. So there's my 5. Number 5, RKO. Number 4, Rock Bottom. Number 3, Angle Slam. Number 2, Sweet Chin Music. And number 1, the Stone Cold Stunner. Top 5 finishes of all time according to 6. Thanks for watching. See you later.